has been another week. Today, we have several things on the agenda. The Sci-Fi Spectacular, something I've gone to. This is the third year I've gone to it. And today, I thought we would talk a little bit about movie marathon tips, as well as show you a little bit of footage from the DPC Hank Green, Rob Scallon show that we're going to in the middle of the movie marathon. So, tips for attending a movie marathon. Okay. First of all, I think we can all agree that marathoning movies is not like... It's not a glamorous occupation. You don't do it for the glamour, you do it for the love, you know? You're not gonna get famous doing it. As long as it comes from inside of you, marathoning movies is a good thing to do. So this Sci-Fi Spectacular marathon that I'm going to is all sci-fi slash kind of horror movies all day. Eliza has a teen book group that she has to moderate at the start of the day, so I'm heading down without her. And then her and her cousin Sarah are gonna come up and meet me. So let's discuss going to movie marathon. In my case, I woke up and I started doing some work on Pops, some VFX work, to make sure that I didn't feel like the day was a total waste of productivity. I retaught myself how to do some VFX for the show that I forgot how to do. I did those VFX. I got a couple hours in on that. Printed up some directions for how to get from one venue to the other venue and then back home. You know, you gotta make sure that you're prepared for the whole day. And then you gotta make sure to print your tickets, if you selected print your tickets at home, which I did. Then, is before you leave the house, you're gonna wanna dress in layers, okay? A lot of the times, it doesn't matter how warm it is outside, a lot of the theaters in Chicago that do the movie marathons are in these old, like, vaulted ceiling, like, old movie palaces. And those things, I don't care how hot it is outside, they tend to be kind of cold. Like, 2 years in a row we froze through the second half of the marathons. This year, I am full on prepared, okay? I've got a t-shirt, I've got the warmest hoodie that I have, a pullover hoodie, and then my vest, which can also serve as a pillow when things start winding down a little bit. Not to fall asleep, just to stay comfortable. I've got my fingerless gloves, and most importantly, to Eliza's recommendation, wear warm socks, because as soon as your feet are cold, the rest of you is cold. That's what she says. And she's correct, so I have some very warm socks, and in case the socks are too warm for when we go to the show later, I brought a second pair of socks, thinner, more acclimated to that environment, can switch back and forth. You gotta be prepared, you guys. Okay, next, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that you have a snack to start with, okay? Something just to kind of ground your body. You don't wanna be like hungry as soon as you get there, all right? You wanna pace yourself. It's a long day. I'll be leaving the theater somewhere in the neighborhood of 2:30, 3 in the morning. You want to pace yourself. Start with a breakfast you don't have to pay for, because you're going to be paying for food the whole rest of the day. You know, you don't want to be bringing like a picnic lunch to this thing. These movie marathons are hosted by movie theaters to get people into their space so that you buy concessions from them and all of these things. You want to make sure to patronize the business in which you are attending the movie marathon. So I'm going to buy, you know, some water from the concession stand, probably some popcorn at some point, maybe some pizza or whatever it is they're dishing out. You know, I'll have some of that. In the spirit of that, you want to make sure that you pick up some cash. There's also going to be vendors around that place selling awesome stuff. Whether you find something or not, you're going to want to have some cash on hand in case you do. So stop at an ATM, grab some cash. Maybe there's an ATM near the theater. You don't want to take any chances. Go to the ATM near your house before you leave, okay? And then the last bit of advice is a movie marathon is only fun for so long, okay? In my case, today, we're going to be breaking it up with a concert in the middle, so this might not apply as much to me. And the movies I'm most excited about are the movies at the end of the night. But don't feel like just because movies are playing for so long, you have to stay the entire time, all right? I am an all or nothing kind of guy. I've talked about that before. When I say I'm gonna do something, I wanna do it all the way, all right? And I suffer because of it. Movie marathons are only fun for so long, and then it's just about like what you can do. Proving to yourself what you are capable of in a marathon setting, which is fine. And I understand that impulse very much, as proven by the Friday the 13th marathon. That thing stopped being fun about 3/4 of the way through. Come on. Just like I thought, freezing. Here's what I've learned so far. No matter how valuable Venus minerals are, if a spaceship crashes by your small fishing village, just leave it alone. Move away. Actually, move away. My next lesson is if a bunch of goblins take your baby brother, leave him. It's too much. There's just a lot of stuff you have to go through if you want to get him back. I think, yeah, I'd leave him. Also advisable, step outside. Step outside into the daylight while it exists. Hey man, how you liking the show? Awesome. So the Fifth Element taught me that Mila Jovovich will never be cuter or more hardcore than she was as Lulu. Right? What did the Fifth Element teach you guys?
Chris Tucker is ridiculous. Chris Tucker is amazing.
Good stuff.
Remember God, but it's not a
And that's a concert.
Sarah? Yeah.
Oh, we did forever ago.
Time to go back to the movies, yo. That's Sellers.
It feels forever ago. Oh my God.
Alien taught me that if you are responding to a signal out in space, make sure it is a distress call, not a warning, before you respond. Well, it's 3:15. My phone's almost dead, and I finished my movie marathon for the day. I wonder if McDonald's is serving breakfast.